Walk over to the locomotive as indicated. Open the cab door and proceed inside.
Torpedoes.
To take control, you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down. Let's get started by letting those around us know this loco is operational. Begin by turning the forward headlight control to bright. There are three key controls to operating this locomotive: reverser, brakes, combined power handle. The reverser determines direction of travel. Put this in forward. The right-hand levers are the brakes. There are separate controls for the entire train and for just the locomotive. Pull the independent brake all the way towards you. We're above, so make two blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Remember, safety first. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power too soon can damage both the locomotive and the cars. Always start off nice and slowly. Pull the throttle lever towards you by 1 notch. Moving! Great work. Push the throttle lever away from you to the middle center off or idle position. That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive, so let's bring it to a stop. Move the independent brake forward a short distance. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and its cargo. Just completed your first lesson operating the AC4400 CW. There's always more that can be discovered. As engineers, we're always learning and developing our skills.
Found another bug.
So you want to learn about yard switching? Let's take a look. Before a train goes anywhere, crews arrange all the cars together. Meticulous planning goes into making sure the right cars. This is the latest generation general-purpose Type 38 locomotive, built by the Electromotive Division of General Motors. Known as a GP38-2, it packs an efficient 16-cylinder diesel-electric motor able to generate 2,000 horsepower. First off, walk over to the locomotive as indicated. Open the cab door and proceed inside. To take control, you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down. Safety always comes first on the railroad. So to start with, we need to let those around us know this locomotive is operational. Begin by turning the forward headlights control to bright. There are three key controls to operating this locomotive: the reverser, brakes, and throttle. The reverser determines direction of travel. Put things forward. To the left is the auto brake, which applies brakes along the entire length of the train. Let's move this to release. We're about to move, so 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Remember, safety first. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power can damage both the locomotive and the car. Always start off nice and slowly. Increase the throttle lever by 1 notch. You're moving. Great work. Maintain a constant speed. Move the throttle back to its position. That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive. So let's bring it to a stop. Move auto brake to initial reduction. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and cargo. That was great work. You've just completed your first lesson operating the GP38-2. There's always more that can be discovered, though. As engineers, we'll never stop honing our skills. This is a specialty Type 40 locomotive built by the Electromotive Division, known as an SD40-2. This locomotive is one of the most successful designs of all time. A 16-liter diesel-electric motor provides a stomping 8,000 horsepower. First off, go over to the open the cab door and proceed inside. To take control, you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down. Safety always comes first on the railroad. So to start with, we need to let those around us know this locomotive is operational. Begin by turning the forward headlights control to bright. There are three key controls to operating this locomotive: the reverser, brakes, and throttle. The reverser determines direction of travel. Put this into forward. To the left is the auto brake, which applies brakes along the entire length of the train. Let's move this to release. We're about to move, so make 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Remember, safety first. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power too soon can damage both the locomotive and the cars. Always start off nice and slowly. Increase the throttle lever by 1 notch. You're moving! Great work. To maintain a constant speed, move the throttle back to its idle position. That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive. So let's bring it to a stop. Move the auto brake to initial reduction. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and its cargo. That was great work. You've just completed your first tutorial operating the SD40-2. There's always more that can be discovered, though. As engineers, we'll never stop honing our skills. Coal loading is a common occurrence on sandpad, so we better take a look at how to do it. To engage loading process, the train must be moving at a and not exceeding the speed limit. In order to move the train very slowly, this locomotive is fitted with speed control, located on the integrated function display. Ready to move under the coal loader end. Get the train moving. We have set the slow speed control. It does not matter what position is used. The loader will only travel at the indicated speed. When the train is within range, the loader will wait and a notification will appear. process of loading the cars is complete. As each is under the chute, it will dispense coal until it is full. This will continue until all cars are loaded. With the train under semi-automatic control, you can watch the loading process from an external camera. Bring the train to a halt, return the throttle handle, and on the graded function display, press low speed control off. Now bring the train to a stop. You're now unloading coal. There are two facilities for coal loading in Patch Grade, Rockwood Mine and Shaw Mine.